Okay. Ready?
Rock and roll.
Okay. Welcome. 10 of the busiest days that TSA and MSP have seen in the history of TSA have happened since May of this year. Tomorrow and Sunday, we are expecting record days again. Please, if you're traveling to the airport, get here at least 2 hours before your flight so you'll have time to get through check-in and through security.
How's your staffing look?
Our staffing levels, I'm happy to say, are perfect for where we're supposed to be. We have adequate numbers to cover the passengers coming through. We're expecting record numbers at Terminal 2 tomorrow, and also here at Terminal 1.
When you say record numbers, can you qualify that in any way? And how much over the previous record, or the current record?
I think we're going to be close to 50,000 tomorrow, and probably 16,000 at Terminal 2. So those are record numbers for us.
The airport strike, is there possibly a strike that could maybe happen or people walk out?
Not that I know of.
So aside from getting here early, people kind of expect that. What are the other things in terms of navigating security? I know you can check online before you come out here to see what the waits are.
Sure, check online, but also you can go to Ask TSA if you have any questions on what to bring. An important thing to do is to unpack before you pack. Make sure there's no prohibited items in your baggage that are going to be abandoned or cause a delay for you and everybody else in line.
Such as? I know the list is out there, but if you could expound on it.
Knives, liquids over 100 milliliters, guns. Across the country, we see more than 5,000 last year. You are allowed to take a gun in checked luggage if it's in a hard case and locked and ammunition is separate and it's been declared to the airline, but no weapons are allowed to go through the checkpoint at all.
Is checkpoint 2 at Terminal 2 going to be open?
Yes, it will be tomorrow.
Just tomorrow?
No, actually on Sunday and on Monday also.
I think people might be surprised how often you do come across things like knives in carry-on baggage. People, how commonplace is that, and is it just that people just didn't realize something was there, or what?
Generally, that's what it is. People forget. They have a bag. We see people that, there's a lot of hunting here. People forget that there's ammunition in a bag, not necessarily a firearm, but those things are prohibited for going through the checkpoint.
And what sort of knives do you typically come across?
Everything from small pocket knives to large sheath knives we've seen.
And how much does that slow down the process? When that happens, obviously there's procedure. What does that do to the line?
I always use the term, if you miss a beat, you lose the rhythm. With our checkpoints, the way they're designed now with the automatic screening lanes and the CT machines, there's a process. If people know what they're doing, know what to divest, it goes through very quickly. When it's interrupted by someone having prohibited items, it stops not only you, it stops everyone behind you. So the idea is to make sure and unpack before you pack.
What are you expecting for Christmas holiday travel?
Just as busy.
Any theories as to why it continues to be busy?
No, but it's great. I mean, people are out there and they're traveling. The airlines have been so helpful with us and the airport authority here in coordinating people's travel.
We saw some cybersecurity interruptions earlier in the year. Are your systems ready to go, and are you prepared for any interruptions like we've seen previously?
Yes, we are aware of issues out there. The MAC has a great cybersecurity team, as does the federal government with CISA, and we are prepared for any cyber. Yeah, you can shut it down tremendously. And with 10 lanes running, you're going to lose 10% of your volume. There's also fines, heavy fines involved, and you can get arrested also. So it's a great disruption to yourself and to everybody else.
Has the air traffic controller shortage, how has that affected MSP?
You'd have to ask the airlines with that. It really hasn't affected us that I know of.
Programs like TSA PreCheck and Clear, you know what the kind of the saturation, what percentage you're seeing of travelers that are using those programs, and when it's done, it helps with the system?
We're seeing about 50% pre-check going through on a daily basis. It is definitely helpful in getting you through. You don't have to take off your shoes or take electronics off or a light coat. I would encourage everyone to sign up for pre-check.
That's a pretty significant number, 50%.
Yes, and it's been great. It's been climbing every year.
What about MSP Reserve? Is that something you're seeing at other airports? How have people been responding to that?
I don't know about other airports, but myself, my family has used it over at T2, and it was a great way. We did prepaid parking, and we did the reserve and got through very quickly.
What would you say is the number one thing that slows things down at the TSA? Is that something that people don't realize? Is it like liquid, or what is the number one most common thing?
Prohibited items, whether it be liquid or a knife or anything that stops the flow, slows everyone down.
And in terms of traffic volume, when did you see it start to ramp up, and when do you expect it to really, in the next day or two? I mean, where are the peaks coming?
For this, tomorrow we'll start at 4 a.m. From 4 to 7, it's going to be super busy, and then from noon to 3 also. We should probably see that also on Sunday and Monday, the exact same pattern. But it's, like I said, since the spring, the 10 busiest days, both nationally and at MSP, have occurred, and it just continues to grow, the throughput.
Any weather out there that might foul up the system nationwide?
Always.
I mean, there's a few storms brewing.
And it, you know, issues in Atlanta or Denver or Seattle affect everyone. It's nationwide. So, but the airlines are very resilient and moving flights around and taking care of passengers. So I don't see it as a big issue for us.